YouTube. How you guys doing? Today is a nice day. It's very hot today. Um, yeah, first of all, before we get into the video, we want to say thank you guys. We appreciate all the support for this channel, for all of what we've been doing here. We have reached 1,000 subscribers here and over 50,000 channel views. This is great. How long this channel been up for? About 7 months. Yeah, it's been about 7 months, and yeah, great stuff. And we have a lot of great content coming out, and just keep supporting, and yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. Now, as the title says, we're going to be talking about some pretty disturbing stuff here today. Mr. McCormick here, he's going to be mainly talking about it, and I may get in and shoot my 2 cents in there, but let's go ahead. Let's get right to it.
Okay, as most of you may know, if you've been following these videos, you know that we are involved in a civil lawsuit against, several defendants, several city officials, and principalities in the city of Columbus, Ohio. So, yeah, what we're doing is we have a couple of concerns here. Okay, we're going to be talking about the judge in this civil action case. Okay, now as you may know, we filed a civil action lawsuit against these companies, and his spouse. We also filed suit against her for her conspiracy and acts of conspiracy, engaging in patterns of corrupt activity. Okay, so we have a civil case in Columbus. Now, the case was just dismissed. So what we did was we filed an appeal, and we appealed it. So now it's in the Court of Appeals.
It wasn't not dismissed, but more like people let off, right?
Yeah, they were dismissed from there.
Okay.
They were dismissed from the action, and there was they left one remaining on there, which was one of his former attorneys. By the name of Catherine White. They tried to leave two, and they didn't make a decision on the other one, so we made the decision for them because they were dragging their feet, abusing the process. So we made the decision for them. So we removed Jeffrey Anderson from the complaint because it's just they horribly abused us.
They tried to make us late for the appeal or something.
Yeah, they horribly abused us. They used so many tactics to try to trick us up, slip us up, but this is how I know that that they're actually ignorant of the common law, and they're ignorant of the Constitution. They're ignorant of the Constitution because when you invoke your right and you have rights and immunity secured by the Constitution, you can't come into court talking about technicalities. You can't talk about technicalities against a citizen that has rights secured and immunities by the state constitution and the U.S. Constitution. You can't be doing that. Okay. Now with the corporation, you can do that because a corporation can't cite or invoke the Constitution because it's not a citizen. Okay. So they need to get with the program. I don't know what schools they're going to.
They need to get in the game.
Yeah, I don't know where I mean, this court that we had this lawsuit in, it was Judge Holbrook at the Franklin County Court of Common Pleas. Such a kangaroo court. Such a kangaroo court. No wonder why it looks like a science teacher's classroom when you walk in there. It's a joke. Okay, what he did was he ran with the narrative, basically adopted the narrative of the wife's attorney, and basically saying that he filed the lawsuit because he's just not satisfied. He's dissatisfied with how his divorce was going, so he filed a lawsuit. Nah, not gonna be that easy. And then what he did was he dismissed the wife off of the lawsuit and said, well, even though she committed slander, even though she did defamation. It was just in court, so it was okay. It was okay. It was during court, so it was fine. Even though she didn't have any witnesses and none of that, and the evidence was filed and everything went on there with it, they didn't. He just said she gets off before discovery, because they know if we'd have had that discovery, if she'd have went to that discovery stage, they asses would have been fucked. You know, so he had to dismiss her from the. We know what you did. Come on now, you dismiss her from the lawsuit, so we can't run discovery on her. So we can't make her turn over that trust and all the rest of that stuff that we know about, because they know we gonna propound discovery on that ass. You'll see what I'm saying. So he went on ahead and removed her before discovery. Like, oh, discovery, by the way, is still stayed in the case. It stayed right now. Discovery, he stayed discovery. Why would someone go out their way to stay discovery? Think about that. You go out your way to stay discovery. Stay. For what reason? What do we need to be staying discovery for? You could stay discovery by order, but you can't stay the case by order properly? Yeah, you want some fuck shit.
And then another thing, at I think it was our last appearance at a status conference hearing, we were, one of those status conference hearings, one of the attorneys brought this up about us having a YouTube channel, and she suggested the judge, she said she wanted to put in a gag order. And then the judge had told them, well, I'll be violating their right. That's their right to. That's freedom of speech.
I told him, you ain't gag. You can't do that.
And this is one thing he said, like, just to touch more on that discovery. You understand discovery? He told them. He said the attorney that said that she wanted to put in a gag order,
Jackie Jewell.
He told them. He said, well, if you put an motion in, if you create, that's going to create a hearing, and you're going to open yourself up to discovery. He put an emphasis on that you're going to open yourself up to discovery.
Yeah, he warned them, don't put the gag order in. Don't try to put that in, because you're going to open yourself up for discovery. Basically, that's what he told them in plain words. So he gave them legal advice. He covered their ass for them. But we can understand, you know, you work with those people. You see those people every day. You know, I've worked in the corporate world, and I know that, you know, people do favors and stuff like that. But I mean, in court now, come on now, how foolish could you be? Don't you know we expected you to do that? Don't you know that that's what we expected? That's how I know we dealing with kids. That's how I know we dealing with some damn kids. We expected y'all to do this, because we going to get it on in Summit County. Oh, we going to make good love down here. Oh, we going to make good love down here. Oh, yes, we are. Yes, we are, my love mittens. Yeah, you tried to get them out of that. You tried to sneak and get them, you little dirty little judge. You tried to sneak them out this. You ain't wiggling. I'll fight this thing until I'm 90 years old. I'm never going to let it go. I'm not. Until it's done right. I don't got nothing else to do. And I got about 200 other people that work with me, and they don't have nothing else to do. And they love their jobs. They don't have nothing else to do. Y'all just giving my people more work. My investigators more work. Can't believe how foolish these people are. A malpractice suit. If he was just mad about how the divorce was going, then how is it a malpractice suit?
Right, exactly.
Y'all contradicting yourself. Get y'all shit together.
It's so many contradictories.
You can't, the narrative that y'all ran with, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna stick. It's not realistic. You gotta come better. It's not realistic. Y'all participated in a civil conspiracy. Y'all asses got caught red-handed. Okay? You butt hurt in your feelings. And you just doing stuff. Just issuing all of these orders These orders, these ain't real. These are legal nullities.
Kangaroo orders.
These are legal nullities. But I'm gonna go ahead and put this get this appeals brief popping anyway. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and turn that in anyway. But you know what? This is criminal activity.
Mm-hmm. That is best.
This is criminal activity. This is huge criminal activity right here. Okay? This is obstruction of justice in its finest, purest form.
Ain't nobody to get in bed with, buddy.
We ain't making no deal, so you want to do what you want to do. Nah, we taking you to trial.
What you gonna do?
You going to trial.
Ain't nobody to get in bed over here, buddy.
And we know everything you done did. We know about we know everything they done went on ahead and did. They thought they was sneaking. Don't you know it's people that work with you that it's people when you work in an environment and you're not righteous, somebody that work with you gonna see that. And they ain't gonna like it. And they gonna tell on your ass. And you ain't even gonna know because they gonna sit up and smile in your face and drink coffee with you and tell everything. And you ain't even gonna know who did it until it's too late. Tell everything on your ass. Now.
Touch more on this the title of this video.
Okay. Let's get to the title of this video. I know I done ran it because I'm mad about this. I'm just like mad. This probably gonna be my most angry video because I'm a little angry about this. Like I'm angry and I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for them. I'm embarrassed for that court because that's like, oh my God, it's so perverted. It's not even real. Like I don't even feel the same way about court. I don't feel the same way about it, and it's their fault. Because they just doing anything. Just putting anything on the paper. Just filling up the paper. Just put anything. Oh, say it was blue and it was red.
Not reading or anything.
Not reading things. Just, oh, they didn't say nothing about this. If I say the dinosaur went down the road, they going to say, well, he failed to say the dinosaur went down the road. I mean, they just putting shit on the paper. I said, you know what? It has to be some light shed to that. But this judge, we walked in this courtroom and he says, I don't care what law books you read. I don't care what law books you read.
And this was on the day that we went in there when they tried to trick us.
They tried to trick us. We had a status conference hearing. They tried to have the status conference hearing without us and then allege that we failed to show up. But we showed up anyway because they alleged that the case was stayed. The case was not stayed. The case was not stayed by way of order. The case was stayed to one defendant. Okay? It's 15 defendants on this complaint in relation to this lawsuit. So it's 15 defendants on there and one filed bankruptcy, again, as a tactic to try to get our lawsuit froze for 60 months. The shit didn't work. They still didn't learn nothing from that. Still keep on going. Still keep on going. What you think, we gonna go away and we gonna just stop? No, ain't no such thing. Anyway, but we walks into court and he says he don't care what law books you read. And you know, I believe him. I believe him. He told me the truth that day. He told the truth. He told the honest to God truth. Now, do you really think that somebody like that needs to be sitting down and needs to be a judge? He told me for no reason, I don't care what law books you done read. I'm not going to sit up and argue with you.
Mm-hmm. He wouldn't have said, I bet you he wouldn't have said that if we were on the record. He wouldn't have said that. And then his staff attorney sat up and told us, because, you know, we wanted to know where this order was going out. It was about this case being stayed, and his staff attorney said it's going out today. It's going out today. Because
they knew they tried to trick us. They did not stay the case because the case was not stayed. They put it to an inactive status. They put it to an inactive status. They did that erroneously. The case should have, if the case was stayed, the case should have been stayed by way of order. Okay? The case should have been stayed by way of order. Period and point blank. The only time it shouldn't have been stayed by order is if it was proceeding with the non-debtor co-defendants. And the non-debtor co-defendants, they filed all their averments and pleadings during the period that the case was supposed to be stayed. Okay, if the case is supposed to be stayed, why are all these attorneys still filing briefs and motions? Mm-hmm. You fucking off. You fucking with us. We were horribly abused in the Franklin County Common Pleas Court and Judge Michael Holbrook's court. We were abused. Abused. Why? Because we are suing Judge Kim Brown. Okay? We're suing Judge Kim Brown. We're suing the Columbus Police. We're suing all them cockroaches. They all getting sued. Okay? And he doesn't like that. Yeah, but he got in his feelings, and now he got himself involved. Because now he created damages. Mm-hmm. Okay? Okay? He went out of his way. He was beyond prejudice.
And you can tell that he wanted to, he wanted to try to set us up again. He wanted to try to set us up again for, I guess, I don't know what he was trying. He wanted to get recused or something, but basically, he at the
status conference hearing,
our last status conference hearing, this dude said this. This is what he said to the attorney. He said, "So, are you guys going to pull that trigger?" He came out and said, "Are you guys going to pull that trigger?" When he said that, I was like, it was so cringy.
It was cringy because he was copying off of Kim Brown, because Kim Brown said it in a different context. Mm-hmm. The context that she said it was threatening because he was already being harassed, followed, car being sabotaged, and he already knew it was coming from them. Mm-hmm. So when she said that, and then the police calling his phone at night, saying stop being a bitch and all that stuff, what you think? Yeah. So when she said that was threatening. When she said that under the times of that, under the circumstances of the situation, and how she delivered that. But he tried to say it again so he can kind of think, what, we gonna go sue him or something?
Because he did it the way he did it. He asked the attorneys, "Are you guys going to pull that trigger?" Which is a different meaning. And then after he said that, he said, looked at him. He said, "Did I?" He said, "I didn't." He said,
"I didn't offend you, did I?"
I didn't offend you, did I?
No, you was trying to. You're trying to create controversy because you want us to recuse you from this case because you know we gonna win it. You know we won. We won already. We won this. They did it. Mm-hmm. And we got all the proof we need. I don't care about your feelings. You got in your feelings in these orders. You didn't make no sense.
All types of contradictions.
You don't make sense. Let me see. Let me find something in here. You have attorneys telling this man that the court lacks jurisdiction over defamation and slander claims and stuff like that. An attorney. They say that, it's just disgusting, man.
Don't care what law books we read, huh?
No, I don't care what law books you read.
We didn't get that order, by the way, that his staff attorney said she was going to go.
Oh yeah,
we never
got it. She never sent it out. Never went on a docket. They played. They wasted our whole year and they damaged us severely. We're very, extremely damaged. Okay, we're very damaged parties. They were prejudiced, bias, and prejudice, which is a violation of the Ohio Judicial Code of Conduct, the Canon Rule 2.3, bias, prejudice, and harassment. Due process all broke up. Oath of office all broke up into pieces. Everything just. It's disgusting. I don't even. You know what? I'm not even going to read this. I'm not reading this shit.
Because we're gonna do
We're gonna do part 2, and we're gonna do a screen capture of part 2 for this. But we're not gonna tell y'all when that one is gonna come out. But we're gonna do a part 2 to this video and follow up. But yeah, this judge, he was out of line. He violated his oath of office. He violated the Ohio Judicial Code of Conduct with being biased and prejudiced.
He should have just recused himself.
And that's what he should have did. That would have been the right thing to do.
He should have just recused himself. But now that he got himself involved emotionally, and that he shouldn't have never done that. He shouldn't have never done it. That was a big mistake on his part. But hey, if that's, I guess that's to be expected when you have never been in such position. Because I'm pretty sure that they have never been in such position where they were caught trying to rob somebody. You got all these people doing all this stuff in collusion and conspiring.
Like we got time to make up this stuff.
Yeah, I don't got. You guys know. Many of you guys know I have a second channel. Okay, I do languages. I level up. I do all this stuff. Why would I? Why would I get on here? He talking about I'm mad because I'm mad. I filed. I filed a. Yeah, we're making a video right now. He's basically saying that I filed a lawsuit because I'm mad because I didn't get money from my wife. Now, that's another contradiction. If you go back to the domestic court, I think I talked about this before in one of the other videos. The judge told me on the record when the court reporter was typing, well, put a motion in to get money from your wife. This is what she told me. So if I wanted to get money from my wife and this judge told me to put a motion in, then why didn't I put a motion to get money from my wife? It's just a bunch of contradictions. It doesn't make sense. He's saying that I'm mad because of this, the way the divorce went. Well, how do you explain this malpractice that you're trying to set a trial for? How do you explain that? So if I'm mad, how is it that my attorneys, all three of them,
and we not entertaining. We're not entertaining that.
Right.
We're not going to entertain that. We're going to entertain a civil conspiracy.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what we're going to entertain because that's what this is.
Malpractice, civil conspiracy, and a bunch of other charges.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna entertain all that. So your narrative, sorry, not going to fly.
It's weak. It's a weak narrative. It's very weak because come on, man. That's a lot of paperwork. That's a lot of hours that went in.
1,050 pleadings is pled on that case.
Now, who's doing that if they're mad because they ain't getting no money from their wife? Who's doing that? You tell me. Who's doing all of that because they're mad because they're not? Who's doing that? Nobody's doing that. Nobody has time to. Nobody's going to be doing that. Okay. But yeah, we're 21 minutes in this video. We're gonna make.
We love y'all, by the way. We love y'all for y'all support and coming by and y'all comments. We love y'all comments. We like the good and the bad. You know, it balances out. But we appreciate your time more than anything because you could be on any other videos or doing anything else, but you're sitting here listening to our horror story.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a light at the end of this tunnel. Okay, I already seen 2 sparks of it.
Mm-hmm. And then I was reading some comments and I just noticed that one thing that I don't do and he doesn't do, and you guys probably have seen this on my other channel. I don't argue with anyone in the comment section. I don't go back and forth and argue with people about certain things. Like I'll probably make 2 comments and I'll rest my case on that. But especially if it's dealing with politics, we don't argue.
Yeah,
it's pointless trying to argue. It's pointless trying to argue, sit up and argue. We don't like that energy. We don't do that. But if you have genuine questions, we'll answer your questions. But there will be no arguments in debates and whatnot. Okay. But other than that, we appreciate the support and we appreciate your continued support. So that is it. We're gonna wrap this video up and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Sayonara.